Okay, that's the Jam song, No One in the World. Or we should just say the Paul Weller song, because I'm sure he wrote it all. And for some reason it didn't get included on Setting Suns, which I think it would have been just perfect for because of the subject matter. And it's a lovely little song. So, you know, I just kind of whipped through the main parts there. And I'm going to try to teach it to you, though as simple as it is, explaining it's a bit tricky. And I'm going to try not to digress, because I know as a very verbal American, I'm prone to do that. I apologize to all my my British mod compatriots. I'm way too verbal. So here we are at the 7th, 8th, and 9th frets is where this song takes place, on the high E, B, and G string, and then at the 10th at the high E. And so that's what you get when you play all that together. And then we can do a pull-off at the high E and do a nice little walk down on the strings. And I just use, no pick of course, just my fingers, mostly my thumb, and a couple of times my other fingers. So all we're doing there is playing that introductory chord and then pulling off the high E and walking down. And then the open D before you play the G string at the 9th. So again. Then you're going to play 2 accent notes at the 9th and the 10th. Plucking the open D with your thumb and the high E with your middle finger. So just try that a few times. Then we're going to move everything up here, which is counterintuitive because it almost sounds like you're going lower, but you actually move up the neck to the 9, 10, and 11 without the accent note to start with. And then I come in and use it there at the 12th on the G string with my pinky. That's at the G string 12th, and then I'm there on the B string again. Whoops. Then you slide back down and do it again. And if your fingers are anything like mine, you'll see you put a little pressure on them playing this song. So there's your verses, and then the chorus really is kind of a, I think Weller took a nod from Blackbird, right? So there's your Blackbird chords, and Weller goes like this. So 3rd fret, low E, so we're emphasizing that with our thumb. That's the bass note for half of it. And then the open A will be the bass note for the other part. But we're focusing on the low E, 3rd, with your ring finger, and then the B string with your middle finger is what I use. So it goes like this. Now you're at the 2nd fret, B string. Now you're at the 3rd fret, B string. Now you're open E. So that's all that run is. So low E string, plucking at the same time as your middle finger. So open A, open B, B at the second, B at the third, and then open E, low E. Then we come back up to the B string, second, and open A. B third, open A and open E, and then E at the second. We repeat. Go down to the low E with the open A. Pardon me, not open A. B, open B string. So low E, open B, B at the second, B at the third with your pinky, and then high E, open E. Then open A and B at the second, B at the third, high E and A, and then high E at the second. And after you make that run twice, you're going to slide from the second right into this shape at the 7th fret. So there you're fretting the G, B, and E string with your index finger, and with your middle finger, ring finger, you come down and catch the D string at the 9th. And we do an arpeggio. And we just walk down that D string 4 steps. So the first is at the 9th, second is at the 8th, the third one is at the 7th, so you just bar all that. And then go ahead and catch it at the 6th and bar all the 7th again. And then you play the D note at the 5th fret. And this is not real hard, but this is the part that trips people up trying to learn this song. Is this little bit where you play the D string at the 5th, and then you do a quick slide up and down on the high B and E string from the 3rd to the 5th to the 3rd. Right? So here we go again. And use whatever finger works for you. See, now I've just changed 3 different fingers. And then we fall right into this shape here at the 2nd fret, where we're barring the D, G, B, and E with the index finger. And we are catching the low E with our thumb, but it's also muting that A string, right? Kind of unconscious, but that's what we're doing. But we're playing that low E. So it goes like this, which is a really nice jazzy end to the whole thing that Steve Craddock puts on there. When Weller, Craddock, and the Gallagher brothers got together in the 90s to goof around one day. Oh, Steve White was on drums, can't forget him. And they played this together. It's a great YouTube video. You got to see it if you haven't seen it. But so again, here's that run. Pretty cool, right? Then the very end of the song, we go back to this, only this time, we're going to play that low E and the A with our thumb, but we're going to use 3 fingers to pluck a bunch of strings. But it's the same general progression. You're just going to pluck like 3 or 4 strings at once. So let's see if I can do this out of sequence. So you kind of have to do some pull off and hammer on there. Sketchy. Same thing with the A. That was not correct. Let's see if I can do that better. See how I pluck as I pull off, right? Little trill, and then you end 2nd fret A string. So that's not an E minor, that's just the 2nd fret A, which gives it a nice kind of subtly jazzy sound. So again, that end, see if I can do it better. Nope. And there's that wonderful little song. I hope that helped and didn't confuse. Thanks for watching the channel. Cheers.